Peace, peace. This is TMT. Just coming back to drop some new gems. Just caught me a little mic. So now I can record, kind of be active. I'm out taking my little walk. So that's good. I could still, do my thing. Not kind of be relegated to be in the studio. I could move around and, be out in the world. Right now I'm just at the park, taking my walk. Went to the gym earlier, so just getting some steps, get out, be active and shit. But I hope everything with y'all brothers is good. Everything has been positive. Y'all doing what y'all gotta do, man. Some pretty ladies walking in the park today, running and jogging, exercising, man. It's crazy, man. I'm talking to my boy, and I'm explaining to him it's such a big difference in the mentality when it comes to health in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that obesity shit like you see in other places. A lot of you brothers that have traveled can pretty much attest to that as well. Whether you're in Southeast Asia, or South America, or whatever, places in Europe. It's not really a common thing. Even if somebody isn't actively playing sports, they'll still be pretty physical, That's just something that's part of the culture out here. So, I'm just doing what I gotta do for me. You know what I'm saying? Getting older, so just gotta be a little more disciplined with diet, things like that. I had a little seat, talk to y'all real quick. But one thing I definitely realized, something that hit me, was that a lot of brothers, when it comes to just understanding what you're up against in the world, especially back home, I don't know what's going on, but something about society is shifted, and something about like just the way people behave, the mentality. Like I really try to understand what changed in the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, it was like a drastic change. I said this before. And I mean, the mentality of people, it's almost like a deep psychosis, real wicked energy in the world. Especially with black people, man, because I really try to watch what black people got going on. I try to make sense of it and give myself some type of rational conclusions onto why, things are so much worse. Why people are so much more violent. Why are the women so like literally out of their minds? The young people literally out of their minds. I watched the video and I recorded it, and I'm gonna try to remember to add it. It was just a bunch of kids just rampaging the fucking movie theater, man. I mean, jumping over the counters, taking sodas and just throwing them around and just wreaking havoc for no reason in a fucking movie theater of all places. You know what I mean? I literally was at a movie theater this weekend. I went to go see Predator, right? And for all y'all that haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it, but it definitely ain't a fucking Predator movie. I tell you that shit. It's cool, but it'd be cool if it wasn't a Predator movie. It'd be cooler, right? I could tolerate a lot more of the shit I was seeing because it just, man, they really bitched the Predator, man. They like cucked him. And you're looking at this shit like, damn, yo, the Yautjas fucking merciless hunters that go from planet to planet, game hunting other beings. And now you're looking at the fucking movie and this guy's like, cracking jokes and he's fucking talking about his feelings and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, man? It's like everything just became so fucking pussy. That's the best way I could describe it, man. It's just everything's so fucking pussified, man. It's really just not realistic to me. Like, and it's only because the people that are in these creative positions are people that believe all of this nonsense, man. This inclusionary bullshit. And I was watching a review and I was reading a review online and somebody said, the new inclusive version of predator, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, when the fuck has the word inclusive and predator ever been in the same sentence? You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck happened to the society, dog? And it's like cats like us, we like on the outskirts of everything, man. We on our little four corners of the earth, staying out the way. And you looking at the world, and certain things you want to be entertained by. Like, you like certain movies, you like certain music, and you can't even find no fucking enjoyment in this shit no more, man. They literally fucking ruined everything. There's a lot of cute little girls running in here, man. That's what I'm saying. These women out here, white girls especially, man, they work out, man. They go to the gym, they take care of themselves. And I'm not even advocating for white women, but I just see a whole different beast, man. But something I really wanted to kick it to y'all about, I made a video called The Clock, right? And about how women's time is very finite, and how they really don't understand the concept of their existence when it comes to their value, when it comes to men. And I started to really think deep on that. And what I really realized is, like, when I was talking about the Benjamin Button thing, it's like men and women go in opposite directions, like spiritually as well, not just physically, but on a spiritual level, on a psychological level. I think when men actually mature, it's a true state of maturation. When women mature, it's more like they're conceptually saying, like, from a sexual standpoint, like a girl that's a teenager can have kids and shit like that. They puberty kick in a little earlier, but I don't think it really resonates psychologically. I mean, we know that now. You know, they're pretty much kids until they're fucking damn near 50 or some shit. But with us men, we like going in opposite directions. You know, as men get older, men are young and we might be wild and we might drink and party and wild out and do all that kind of shit. But as we get older, we start to change, man. We start to be more focused on our health. We more focused on God. We more focused on betterment as men. You know what I'm saying? We stop doing the things. We're not drinking. We're not partying as much. We're not doing certain shit around 30. You know, once you hit 30, a lot of brothers is canceling out a lot of that behavior. And what I noticed is a lot of women, when they get to that age, they actually start going in the opposite direction. Like, they start partying more, or they never stop partying, or they drink more, or they drink, you know, they do more drugs. They're more sexually illicit. You know what I'm saying? As men start to quell and start to have a little more balance sexually to how they operate with women, women go off the rails almost. And that's why you see the conversation is like this quasi prostitution conversation when it comes to dating, because they literally limited themselves to being like transactional objects. And as men, we're going in a whole nother direction. You understand? Like, it's more common to see young women who are literally, by definition, alcoholics, right? That literally can't go without drinking. They have to drink every day, 2-3 times a week. You know, they gotta go out and get absolutely smashed, right? They can't have like a one drink and just be social. No, they gotta get absolutely fucked up. And that's when they start doing all their little freak off shit. And then they try to wipe it away by using the excuse that they drunk or whatever. But men, as we get older, we start to drink less. You know, I don't really drink like that. I do, but it's like a social thing. Like, if I'm not out partying or I'm not out doing anything, then I'm not drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just drink to drink. I don't just have liquor in my house, you know, just because I want to just drink on a fucking Wednesday for no fucking reason. Like, that's never been my modus operandi, especially as of late. And then it's hard for you to really find, like, you usually meet women that are on the opposite. You know, you look at older women and they're always in like this constant state of celebration. Every day's a fucking party type shit. You know, there's always a reason to drink some fucking, what's that vodka everybody drink? That's like Tostinos or Tony's or whatever the fuck it's called. They always got to have that. They always got to have wine. They always got to be, you know, smoking or drinking or doing some type of crazy shit. When, as a man, it's literally imperative for you to break those dangerous habits. Those habits are like fall into your vices, especially when it comes to alcohol, when it comes to, you know, drugs, You know, even smoking weed. You know, they try to. I'm not knocking anybody that smoke, but you know, weed is different than when it was when I was younger. You know what I mean? It's too many hands in the kitchen. It's like all this science and all of this laboratory shit going on. It's not like back in the day, man. You just niggas would grow the shit in their own crib type shit. You know, the most we had was like chocolate Tide or a little hydro or something. Now, you know, now it's all of this medical science shit added to it. And the way and as strong as the weed is, only under the guise of the label of it being marijuana do people act like it's not doing something to them. You know what I'm saying? People hallucinating and shit like that. Like the weed is so fucking strong now, man. It's like, yo, you literally taking like a hallucinogenic drug. And everybody acts like that shit is normal. And in my mind, I can't see where a weed that strong that literally makes you pass out. And, you know, I don't really see the concept of somebody wanting to be high all the time. But it's rare, especially even here, man. It's even rare to find women here that's not fucking getting high all the time and shit. You know what I mean? Or not drunk every fucking weekend. Or, you know, it's a rare thing, man. Or meeting a woman that doesn't feel like she needs to go out every fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even on the weekdays. Like they're constantly in a state of, it's either that or constantly dating. So dating is usually, it's consistent with like drinking and doing something, partying, smoking, you know, going to bars. So, you know, women are constantly dating, you know, which is just a label for just fucking different people, right? They're constantly dating. They never stop. You know what I mean? Like my man Black Ram say, a relationship is just a date from just fucking random niggas, pretty much. It's just a break, a relationship. So for 2 years, she might kind of fuck with one dude, but never really fucking one dude. You know what I'm saying? She got a main dude that's her boyfriend, and she might have some other dudes sprinkled around online on Instagram or whatever the fuck. So it's just a break. It's just a pause. You dig? And most of the times they get in relationships because a dude that they was doing their random dick shit decided to wife him. That's really how it worked. You know what I mean? He might have fucked on the first night like the last nigga, but he want to keep her around. You know, so now she's in a quasi relationship because the dude decided he gonna keep a chick that he fucked on the first night and keep her as a girlfriend. You know what I mean? But you got to think, and I always told cats this, like when you're constantly chasing pussy, when you're constantly in that mode where you're constantly on women, it's gonna be a situation where, you know, to be around most women, you gotta be drunk. Especially women in America, to even tolerate them or, you know, dumb yourself down or turn off the shit in your head that, you know, all the red flags that go off just so you could probably enjoy it enough to try to get some ass. You're gonna try to be drunk. You're gonna try to be high. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like you gotta be high or drunk to numb your mind, right? So think, the average woman is always in a constant state of trying to escape guilt or accountability. So what better way is to be drunk, to be able to blame it on the alcohol or being high or maybe some pills or whatever the fuck they take to feel good, some ecstasy or Molly or whatever the hell. So you got to think, they're constantly in a state of like intoxication, inebriation, all week, hard on the weekends. You know, girls' night, girls' trips. It's just them drinking until they fucking start fighting or, you know, get fucked by some random niggas in a random city or a random country. You know what I'm saying? That's really the process. And as us men, now I'm not saying you can't be like in a mode like you go out, you know, watch the game, you might have a little drink or something, you know, but you're not at the point where you're getting your mind blown out by the liquor. You know, you're fighting, you're getting pulled over by the cops, you're getting DWIs and shit like that. You know, you got a little more sense. You're not completely out of your mind because you want to, you know, trying to have a good time. And even when you're dealing with women, I realized that men and women at a certain age, and I would say around 30, late 20s, early 30s, men and women start to go in a different direction, right? When it comes to maturity and everything. Because after that, usually around that time, you know, a man start putting away childish things, childish thinking. You know, he starts to evolve. He starts to, like you said, want to get closer to God. He wants to, if he got kids, he's trying to be a better father. He's trying to do what he got to do to correct and right his wrongs in life. Some of them things might be attached to drinking too much. And a lot of brothers, y'all gonna be in the comments and say, yo, I definitely had a drinking problem. Some of y'all might have been on some worse shit, coke, girls out here, even cocaine. Like, I remember being in LA, man, it'd be so common to meet a chick that fuck with coke. You know what I mean? Hood chicks. Like, all of that shit, man. Even out here, man, it's like, you'd be surprised. You think cocaine went out. That shit is still a very widely used, frequently used drug. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of people that's using coke all the time. When they go to parties, might take a couple bumps, get some drinks, girl get a little loose. Like, that's the type of shit that's going on. And they're going in the opposite direction. Niggas back in the day, we might have sold some drugs, we might have sold some weed, but nobody ever really fucked with coke or anything worse than that. You know what I'm saying? Now all these drugs is equal to coke or stronger. Molly and all that shit is like normal. You feel me? And this ain't even like grown women. These is like young broads. You know what I mean? It's like we're on two opposite paths, man. It's like a lot, and when I look at the world in general, I kind of notice that it's only men trying to hold on to the fabrics of society, like the things that kind of hold society together. It's like men are really trying to maintain that, while it's like women is just like, they don't give a fuck if it goes off the rails, honestly, as long as they having fun in the process. You know what I mean? Like, they really don't care if this shit crash and burn at all. They don't have no second thoughts about it. It's like all about having fun. You got girls that's 35, 40, damn near 40, and their main concern is having fun. You know what I mean? And life can be fun, but as men, we can't make having fun a fucking goal, man. That's for children. As a man, yeah, you can enjoy yourself, but being in a constant state where you gotta have fun, every day's a fucking party and shit, that ain't even good for your health, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to live out here, man. We come from a generation before us where, old men was dying 50, 60 years old from heart attacks and stuff, man. They eating wrong all their life. We out here trying to eat right. You got brothers out here worrying about their nutrition and taking vitamins and working out. And I'm talking about brothers in their 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, still in shape, getting younger, looking younger than the women their age. I made videos about that. You know what I'm saying? When you get to be my age, or the cats in our age, for the younger brothers, when you get into the 40s, you'd be surprised, man, why it doesn't even seem realistic for you to date a woman your age, because most of them look so much older than you, so much more burnt out than you do, so that when you look at them, you're not even attracted to them, because you've been taking care of yourself since your 30s, and you stopped drinking, and you started working out, and you started eating right, and you're in shape. And now the women out of your age aren't in shape, and they got a bunch of kids, and they're overweight, and they're just washed, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of that lifestyle choice, man, all that stuff matters, man. You know what I mean? I sat down for a second, but I'm gonna keep walking, because I realized I could record and talk and keep my phone in my pocket. But all of those lifestyle choices and stuff, man, that shit is very imperative to, when you meet at that crossroads, that you can stand and be seen as a man that has made certain choices, right? Because, all them cats that you know from the hood, them cats you know from back in the day, that was always the niggas drinking and drunk all the time and partying, and they was always just wilding out, never give a fuck about nothing, eating Popeyes and bullshit all day, every day, and never cared about, having some healthy meals and shit like that. All them motherfuckers look burnt out. They look bad, man. Teeth falling out and shit. Looking horrible, man. Their face look old. They got wrinkles. I'm not saying gray hairs, but sometimes that's associated with too. You know what I mean? I'm actually pretty fortunate. I don't got a real gray hair thing going on. I might got two little random hairs, but it's not like my shit is gray. Like, I still don't look my age at all. And as men, we gotta preserve our temple, man. Like, even if you do all it, because once you start to really make those decisions about, especially spiritually, I feel like everything physical comes along with it. You know what I mean? Everything physical comes along with it. Because you want to be strong spiritually, but you also want to be strong physically. You want to be strong mentally. And all these things go hand in hand. If you want to create a certain life, if you want to be of service, especially if you have children and you're older, you know the difference when you start to actually try to take care of yourself. You know that you can see the difference, you can feel the difference in your life. You become a little more connected, especially when you're not putting all that poison ass food, man. Like, that was a thing that I had a problem with, and I just started to really change my diet and worry more about just eating protein and vegetables, keeping the carbs in control, sugar, things like that, alcohol. These things is like, it's not an existence where you can consider it, oh, I'm just having fun, YOLO. Nah, you gotta always be monitoring yourself, because usually that's connected to some type of bad spiritual situation you got going on. You might have a gluttony demon attached to you or something like that, or a lust demon, or and you look online and you see these videos. I seen a video today, man. These mukbang motherfuckers, man. It's like these big 700-pound motherfuckers sitting in front of a table full of fried chicken, and and it's they're literally eating in a fashion where it's literally sauce and crumbs and sauce coming out of their mouth like rabid pigs, man. You know what I mean? I'm walking past the street, so you might hear some cars. You know what I mean? It's like I'm in the park. They got a little gym in the park, like a full gym, outside gym, man. People working out. But yeah, they sitting there eating this shit, man. Fucking sauce and shit running down their mouth. No shame, no fucking embarrassment, no dignity, nothing. Just for some fucking clicks. You willing to slowly kill yourself just for some fucking attention on the internet. You know what I'm saying? That's that gluttony from the fucking Bible, man. That's that shit. Like, even when we was coming up, you might have seen like the 7 deadly sins. And some of them were easier to understand than others, because you didn't really get a visual representation of it, right? I'm at a point where, man, I might have a craving for a burger or something, man, and I'll be second guessing that shit. Like, damn, should I even eat that? Or, I'm constantly always in that state of mind, which is nothing wrong with that. But, when you see shit like that, that's something deeper than, you possessed by something. You watch these videos where this motherfucker, it's like this big fat ass white girl, man. And she'll be like, oh, what I ate today as a fatty, or a bat. No, she called herself a baddie, excuse me. And I'm thinking to myself, if she's a bad bitch, then what the fuck is like, Sally Richardson, a real dime? I don't know what the fuck, what is a bad chick anymore. Women have literally lowered the bar to the point where men, and younger men especially, they've been almost programmed to see like the most raggedy looking girls and consider them like beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like the augmented look, the fake hair, the nails, the weave, the BBLs and all that shit. They start to consider that bad. They don't even know the difference. And the word has been almost taken over. So you got this big ass white bitch, and she's talking about what I eat in a day. And the first thing she eats is a cupcake. And then the next video is her eating like some damn like cheesy fries and a triple cheeseburger. Then the next meal is like a fucking another donut or some shit. And after that, next meal, she's like, next thing I ate is a fucking like 3-4 slices of pizza. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, who the fuck eats like this, right? And then documents that shit. I would be embarrassed. You see what I'm saying? And two, like, yo, I could imagine how bad she feels on the inside, right? Because honestly, if you're in a good state of mind when it comes to your spirit, man, you don't really have a desire to like overcompensate. You know what I mean? Like you don't have that hunger to eat things to fill emptiness. You know what I mean? Like you can really fast, because that's why fasting is such a spiritual thing, because it teaches your flesh that it doesn't need food to fulfill. This is spiritual fullness that you're trying to seek through the Most High, right? So when people are eating like this, you got to understand there's something, it's almost like a parasite that is taking that fulfillment from them, that fullness, and is turning it into an emptiness, so that no matter what they eat, their flesh is going to never be full. You know what I mean? It's always going to want more. And that's what you're always at war with. You know, once you realize it's a war between your spirit and your flesh, and you know that for the most part, you need to have a way to control that. You have to fight your flesh all the time, sexually, physically, food-wise, everything, because your flesh wants to do everything that's going to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta calcify it. You gotta work out. You gotta make your body do things that it doesn't want to do. You know what I mean? So you can take control of it. And when I watch these mukbang videos, it's literally, it changed how I saw food. Like seeing them eat like that, it's like my spirit kind of was triggered by it, to the point where it was like, yo, this is something evil. This is like demonic energy with them eating like this, and it kind of makes you look at food differently. Like you don't want to be like that. And you know, when you see people that are willing to go to these extreme lengths just to get some attention online, and they're literally killing themselves, man. You know, you're watching these people destroy themselves. And any one of you brothers know, man, if you follow a certain diet and you have a certain routine, you know, you've been going to the gym, one of the worst feelings in the world is getting hurt or something, or you working out and you got to take like a week off or like 2 weeks off to heal, maybe pulled something, you hurt your back. You know what I mean? It's the worst feeling in the world, because now you can't really fight your flesh the way you want to. And also, if you have a situation where, that's why I don't really get into holidays, and I don't really care about Thanksgiving and all of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're supposed to sit down and just gorge yourself for food and drink to celebrate some bullshit that don't even apply to your life. Who gives a fuck, right? So you're doing all of this. You're eating all this food. You feel horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that stuff, man. Like any day, you know what it's like. You might have a craving, man. You've been eating good, and one day you just might eat a fucking cheeseburger and some fries, and you immediately feel bad. Like damn, your body immediately like, ugh, what are you doing? You've been eating chicken breasts and broccoli and shit, and drinking water and taking vitamins, and just one meal, even though it's not, as far as a health standpoint, it's not going to like destroy your workout or your body or nothing, but you definitely feel it's a different, you put something else in your body, especially, you know, protein is always good, but you know, the French fries and all that bullshit, especially with cheese. I fucking hate cheese now, and it's probably from seeing all of these damn people, you know, gorging themselves with this shit. Like I wanted to start doing stuff on TikTok, like maybe some type of shorts or something. But, you know, you go in there, and that's where you see all that mukbang shit, man. You know, it's like people literally like abusing food, like literally abusing it. And you like, damn, this is like that gluttony that they talk about in the scripture, bro. Because there's literally no excuse, no reason for someone to gorge themselves in this kind of food. And I know y'all know what you're talking about. The shit literally is disgusting, bro. And it might be food. I mean, I'm talking about some people, their thing is they'll eat something that's just out of pocket, like, you know, foods that don't go together, just stupid shit. Then you got people that just eat these ridiculous portions, and they literally are eating this shit. You You know what I'm saying? They say some people edit it where they're not eating it. Then you got these people that act like straight minstrels when they're eating food. They're making all these faces. They're making all these weird noises. You know that big brolic African nigga that fucking eats the food and he takes a big dancing ass, always wearing some tight ass shorts or some weird shit. And he's dancing, acting like a fucking straight minstrel. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You feel me? Like people have no shame. Like I wanted to record the video like while I'm walking so y'all could see me walking, but it's like other people in the walking, and I just don't have the. I'm not the type of dude that just feel comfortable recording myself walking in the park while other people was walking. I feel silly. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think the vast difference in mentality for someone to be able to be that extreme and not care. I mean, public places, people looking at them, they don't give a fuck. And that's something that always bothers me about the world now. Like nobody has any shame, any fucking dignity, you know. Like these are the type of people that'll bow down to anything that seems like a fruitful endeavor, even though it's not. They're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I was telling my boy, yo, if people knew, or if people found out that they can go insanely viral for inflicting like real harm to themselves, they would do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if they knew that if they, I don't know, poke themselves, it's like it was like a TV show I watched where it was like a game show where people was, and I'm sure they got some shit like down the dark web somewhere, but it was a show. It was like a guy he owed money and he could participate in this game online, and people would log in to watch him like pull his teeth out and like really hurt himself. You know what I mean? So I really believe that shit like that is actually, it can be something. You know, I don't put it past people is what I'm saying. You know, people have showed me so much that I really have no faith in that people will have enough discernment to not participate in some real demonic shit like that. Like people really injuring themselves, or, you know, you see people do stupid pranks. You know, you might see a white boy try to do some parkour shit off the side of a fucking building and land into the fucking wall. Like that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? But his intent wasn't to hurt himself. I'm talking about people that won't even try to land the stunt. They're literally just going to jump off some shit, you know, and then try to, you know, purposely fucking break their legs or something just so that they can go viral. You know, just so people can see them. Oh shit. And that'll become a thing. You know what I'm saying? Where people will just try to hurt each other, hurt other people. Literally, not just prank people and be assholes. I'm talking about like really just beat somebody up really bad, punch an old lady in the face just because they want to go viral type shit. You know, I really have no faith in people, man, because of the things you see. And luckily, I think the best thing for us to do, one of the best things you can do as a man is create yourself an environment where you are completely separate from this kind of shit, where you like your world is not revolved around that. You don't be around these kind of people. You know, you have your own space, your own world, your own existence, where you might come across these people maybe at work or whatever, but they're not in your everyday life where this shit like affects you. What is this? Beach tennis? It's like all of these little sport activity places everywhere. Oh, that looks cool. It's like sand and shit in there. I didn't even know what that was. But yeah, man, it's everybody around here just being physical and active and shit, man. Everywhere. It's fucking 6 o'clock in the evening, and everybody's probably coming from work. Mad people walking in the park, which I was surprised. It's mad kids jogging, look like they're on soccer teams, and there's a bunch of girls playing volleyball and shit, like all type of shit going on. You know what I mean? But that's the environment I'm in, because I know I don't want to see that. I mean, I log on to see shit online, but it's not part of my day to day, and that's a blessing. Like, you know, that's why I always love the dudes that they find out their own way to get it. The dudes that got their CDLs, who left the corporate world, went out there and got it out the mud. You know what I mean? That's why I always advocate for truck driving, man, because it fits the description of the way we want to live in a lot of ways, just to be separate. You know, all the CDL drivers know, man. They, especially if you OTR, man, you're not even interacting with people like that every day. Only when you drop off your load and pick up your load, that's it. Whatever you do on your off time, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Got plenty of steps today. I'm gonna make my way home because it's kind of cold. I got a tank top on, shorts. I should have a jacket on at the very least right now, and I don't want to get sick. So, yeah, man. You know, these are the things I've been kind of observing, man. And and I don't want y'all brothers to get discouraged by this nonsense, man. It's like a clown world. It's not real. You know, none of these people are real people. You know, some of the sad shit you see, man. A lot of psychological problems, but I'm more liking it to like a lot of people is demon possessed, man. It's a lot of demonic possession, a lot of evil shit running around in people. They don't even know, you know, the lustful energy. And as men, we gotta quell that too. You gotta fight that shit too, man. It's hard. That's one of the hardest battles as a man. You're trying to be on a spiritual journey, you gotta kind of be in tune, because it's easy to get wrapped up in that stuff, man. It's everywhere you look. You know, it's nakedness and flesh, women naked everywhere you look. You can't even turn your phone on for something that has nothing to do with it. It's just everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I literally got to go through my fucking Twitter and like purposely like car videos or sports shit and constantly like it, so that my algorithm just shows me like stuff that I want to see, man. Because they always trying to sneak that shit in there. You know, YouTube, like my main YouTube channel, I don't even really watch YouTube on that channel. Like, I got channels that don't got no subscribers, no nothing, and it's just like sports, cars, like things I want to see. I don't want to see none of this nonsense. You know, I'm like walking home right now, so excuse me, but I just got to get a little active day in. You know, want all y'all brothers to be safe. I know I was talking about a whole bunch of different subjects. It's more like a stream of consciousness, but at the same time, I was just out in the world. I bought this mic because a lot of times when I'm in the park walking, I have a lot of ideas, and it's kind of easy to just have that consciousness. My blood is flowing, my mind is kind of clear, I'm relaxed, so it makes it a lot easier to make these videos. But I hope you brothers are well and safe. You know, keep the Most High close. You always know what I always say. Walk in righteous steps. Stay clear of this demonic madness out here. And most importantly, keep covering your six, man. I'm always be here to keep you to give you those words of wisdom and give you that little push in the right direction, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Peace.